Okay, we're live.
Hey guys, looks like we are live. I know this is gonna be a little bit weird, but after the 48 hours last time, we realized that we kind of messed up. So
Yeah,
I
I did.
wanted to, yeah, he did. But to be fair, there was a lot to take care of. So we saw that we are missing a full 24 hours on YouTube. So actually, it went live on YouTube just fine.
Yeah.
But because it was over 12 hours of footage, YouTube decided to not save the file for us. So you can see the video was live, but unfortunately, it didn't save it and you can't re-access to it, which kind of sucks. So the good news is we won't have any issue for the record itself. Granted, we still have to present it to Guinness World Record, but we had surveillance cameras, couple angles, so we should be just fine. And what I decided to do though is to re-upload this part, and so you guys have it and you can watch it at a later time anyway. So this is not as good as the angles we had in this weekend, but it's pretty solid. It's a good camera. So I think we just yeah, we're just gonna go and do a little bit of a commentary insight on it, and I'm gonna keep my own score actually on this one. So
Yeah.
that
A
should
little
do.
bit of work for you.
Yeah. If you guys want, feel free to ask questions because obviously this is myself answering right now, so it will be a lot easier. And I'm gonna try to keep the score too. And what you're seeing right now, so we are past day one, which is exactly when we cut the stream. We cut the stream after 24 hours for day one because the record was already beat. There was 1,185 shots made after 24 hours, which
Hmm.
completely crushed the records. And now we're restarting basically after a 40-minute break, something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much 2:40 p.m. Yeah.
240.
Yeah. So here you see the end of the break. So
Yep.
after the 24 hours, you took obviously 40 minutes. So
Yep.
yeah, to recoup and to start again. And you're just about to start the first shot of the first discipline right away.
Correct. So yeah, and you can see I was already hurting. I have the putting on the back brace at the moment, which I never did in my life, putting a back brace, but here we are. So back brace it is.
Yeah. Here on the bottom right, we also have the full stat from the first 24 hours that will increase during this video uh, as long as Florian makes the shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at least there's no surprise. I know how many I make.
Yeah,
All I can
pretty much.
say is this was definitely the first 24 were not bad at all. I was actually really prepared for it. The only problem I had was that back issue. So the thing that really got me big time, biggest oversight ever, is the ball return. Had I had no ball return, I think that would have been super fresh on the 24 hours. The table played really well. We cleaned it well. The balls, the Dynasty balls, played super well too. So it was all very predictable. So I was able to score pretty high. The only issue I had was again going down the ball return back down. So that's not the right shot here.
Yeah, I'm going back to
Yeah.
the shot program. So
So yeah, from
okay.
there really that was the biggest problem. Okay, so now we're 23:16 time left, and this is shot 1A, discipline 1. And you can see I'm already moving a lot less fast.
Yeah.
Granted, I also didn't need to because the record for 48 hours was already beat in
Yeah,
24.
that's what's crazy is
So I really didn't push hard at all.
yeah.
So my point here is I just don't really care. I just at this point got to last 48 hours. So it's not that I didn't care, but it didn't matter as much for sure.
Yeah, but you had to save energy and you were already hurt. So
Yeah.
knowing there is still 23 hours to go, it's
Yeah,
must have
and
been scary. You must have been scared when you watched the timer and
yeah,
said, "Oh
yeah.
wow, again."
Yeah, no, honestly the 24 was fantastic. I felt like I've really felt that good for that long of an effort. So that
Yeah.
means I was prepared. I was definitely fencing 3 times a week. I was practicing, 3-4 hours a day the last few weeks. So I was ready to go, but the back thing was a big unknown because if you can't move, you can't move. There's nothing you can do. So
Yeah.
at this point, like this shot here, you can tell
Yeah, it's not a shot you messed up a lot.
exactly like I know how to shoot this shot, but I really didn't care too much. It was just one of those. And on top of that, I'm not saying that I'm gonna do it, but I sort of already was thinking, hey, if we gotta beat the 48 hours again, like I better slow down because if it's unbeatable, there's no point to do it. So I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but guys, you always
And
gotta keep some.
that's where I think you played this shot on the other side the day before, because I rewatched the 1 hour
Huh?
record just
Yeah,
this morning for checking the score,
it's possible.
And I'm pretty sure you shot this one on the other side. I want to check just
Yeah,
for fun. Yeah,
not really at this time, but at the later time, it definitely
I
happened that I had some sort of
made it
oh yeah, I
first
have to
attempt.
make one first
Yeah,
attempt
you
here.
have to put the score.
I was gonna say that I had some sort of disorientation. Wasn't at that time yet. So at that time was just pain, straight up pain. So it was like, nearly 3 p.m. the next day, but it was okay. I mean, I do full day, work all the time, so it doesn't really bother me. This is another shot I really didn't care to try too
Yeah.
hard either. Uh, this is a nice shot, but it's not very successful for especially the level of difficulty that is. It's only a 6 pointer in our program, and
Yes,
it's
and
not.
it's really touchy because you almost have to pretty
Yeah,
much double kiss the yellow one on
I've
this.
played it. You
Yeah.
double kiss on the other one actually, but I've played
Okay.
it more with the cube on the outside before. It doesn't really matter. Like it's just a touch shot. You just gotta hit it right.
Okay.
And honestly, like you just gotta aim. So this is already 14 cycles later. I didn't feel like
Yes.
aiming was really necessary, and again, the score is so high that
But I know. Yeah,
who cares?
I looked to the stats this morning because I merged the 2 days of statistics,
Hmm.
and as I showed you, there is some discipline where you played less than 10 minutes, 8, 9 minutes, and at the end of the second
That
day
shot was a
was
miss,
like
right?
half an hour. No, you didn't make it.
Yeah.
I think so. No, no,
Yeah.
this one you didn't.
Yeah. So, it's very interesting. This moment was very interesting because you've done 24 hours the whole way, and there's still another 24 left. Like honestly, if it was only 10 after, which was my first idea was to go 30 something hours, but
36, yeah.
the Guinness unfortunately didn't think this was hard enough, I guess. So, well, that was unlucky.
This
Well
one is
played.
a nice one, but you need to play it perfect.
Yeah, again, this is a 7 pointer, and I
Yeah.
think it's a little too high difficulty for a 7 pointer. The 4 balls are not super difficult to make once
Yeah.
you know how to do it, but that ball in the corner is small.
I think sometimes you miss the 8 in the middle or the draw
Yeah,
for the last
yeah.
one on the corner. This one is
So I'd
the
say
tough
this one,
one.
if we were to add a little combo in the corner, that would go
Yeah,
very much
make it
easier.
bigger.
It's a
Yeah.
good shot though. I made it anyway.
Yeah, made it a second attempt. So this was
2A.
okay. This was 2A, correct. And now you're shooting 2B.
2B. 2B would be the three ball McMassey shot. I see
X
some
shot.
comments there. Steve is back. Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah,
no-
guys, feel free to ask any questions. I'm right there. We're just gonna go and relive this one. And what I'm gonna do is after this one, we'll have the next missing part on YouTube.
YouTube.
We'll upload it straight up. Oh, that was pretty close. And it will be. We had the footage on Facebook, so it will be with the commentary that we done the day off. So there shouldn't be a problem. And I think we may need to reattach a little bit of the footage of the security camera at the back, but it was really close. And then what we're gonna finish with is either tonight or tomorrow, most likely tomorrow, we'll do the last hour same way, relive the same way. So at least we have the last hours, because I just want to make sure we have them on YouTube. Again, it was there done live, but I feel like it's kind of a shame not to have the replay. So
This one is.
this one has been trickier than I thought. It's all ball touch, really. You just got to touch
Yeah.
it.
But you're still at the.
Oh,
And
and
you
see how
missed it,
close
yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
You can miss it this way. It's not really a big deal. Like, the hard part is actually to make the two ball in the corner.
Yeah.
Once you make those, usually it's not so bad, but you still got to play the right ball quantity. And at this point,
This one usually is a
this
mark.
one is unmissable pretty much for me. I may have missed it once, but I don't, this played a little too full. I'm gonna go a little thinner on the ball, and that should do the trick.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, you just gotta find the right ball quantity. If you remember, I've done this shot with a coin on top of the ball because you hit the cue ball, the object ball pretty full. The white ball actually doesn't move at all when it's shot well, just like this.
Okay, that's
So you
nice.
can actually balance a coin on top of it and
Second
make it,
attempt.
yeah,
Yeah. You
you
have to
know,
mark it. Which was the
2B,
2C?
2C, sorry,
2C.
my
Yeah.
bad. Wow.
Okay. Then the 3A is the Team's Twister.
Yeah, so this should be a make two. Not that hard of a shot. The difference, you got to massy the ball a little bit so you can, miss it on the short side mainly. So not that big of a deal though. Okay, I don't see any comments on Facebook yet, so I'm gonna see if you guys do any comment on Facebook. I see YouTube though is running.
First try.
Oh, I already made it.
Yeah, it's done. But you were still going pretty fast. I mean.
Well, actually, I slowed down again. I remember I slowed down right away because I was like, oh, I don't need to go and try hard at all. And then, as usual, you get into rhythm and you just kind of. It's very funny because you want to go in rhythm and you don't.
Yeah, and when you have your comfort shot, your comfort discipline,
yeah,
you always go faster because also you have less tries.
Yeah.
And sometimes the shot also have less balls to spot on the table, so it's easier to set up. This one is pretty fast to set up because they're all in the same place, but still a few seconds.
Yeah, they're just showing off. I like this shot very much. It's one of the first few shots you're gonna learn. It's really, a staple shot. The problem is the table. Every time we clean it out, we clean the balls and the table, so it was playing long for a little bit.
Yeah.
And it made it a little tricky to get. If you get this shot on the table that's kind of dirtier, it's the biggest issue you're gonna have is you're gonna come short. But here I came long, and long is kind of a harder adjustment because you gotta hit the ball.
You just try to hit with more full for this one. That's why you had the kick.
Yeah, and the only other way to hit less full, you got to go lower on the cue ball, but it curves a little bit on you, so it's a little less predictable. Again, all the adjustment. It's just a matter of putting them in. The problem is, when you shoot it once, you really want to make it, so you're going to try hard. When you shoot it 14 times, I don't know. But
okay, this one looks okay. Good. Third
good adjustments.
Okay, perfect. So this was just showing off 3B.
3B, yeah.
And now you're switching to the half butterfly. Okay.
It's a good shot. So it's literally the butterfly cut in half, and then you got the 3 rail to make. You played it with bottom and touch on right. Mainly the touch makes it. Actually, an easier shot in my opinion than they're just showing off, because it's easier to set up, but it's more control on the cue ball, which I like personally. So.
Thank you, Matt Frost, for the comment. Just saying that it was a joy to watch.
Thanks, appreciate that. See, like this looks pretty good right away.
Yeah, first try. Okay, this one is perfect. Okay.
3C, first try. Now we're moving on to this one. Okay.
The tricky cluster.
Yeah, not my favorite shot.
But you made it. I made it quite a few times.
Probably at least 50% of the time.
You had a bad period of time, I guess.
Well, and it's very easy to explain because the balls are going to be set up at the same spot when you know where they are. The problem is the touch is very important actually. So you have to make that ball, that first ball, and you can't just make it playing center ball. You got to play with left spin.
Okay.
The left spin makes it you get deflection. Deflection make it you really don't aim the point you aim for. So you kind of have to guess a little bit, right? It's a little bit of guesswork in there.
Yeah, you have to really feel it.
It's all feel, right? So you feel it, you make it. You don't feel it, you don't make it.
Okay, this is 4A, right?
Yep.
Just to
4A.
keep up with the score. Okay.
See, that's pretty good.
It's almost
full,
there. Yeah, it's just.
Right?
And
it's all touch, so sometimes
we kept while you mistouched those shots with Jason. We kept saying thank you for Vassam for the beautiful table with the tight pocket. Those tables are great. I mean.
Yeah, actually the table played really well, but he played through.
Course.
And as you can see,
you have to be perfect.
The
That's
pockets
it.
do not look that big. I think they're 4 1/4 probably. So
it's a nice table.
If you go on an old school table with 5-inch pocket, this first ball would have been going. second ball would have been going, you probably would have made it.
And you need some pace because as I see the one coming
Yeah,
from
if
the
you
rail,
shoot too soft, that bank
you're not
doesn't
gonna make
go.
the bank.
Yeah.
It's gonna go longer, and you're gonna miss the bank, or
Yeah,
it's not gonna
that's
go enough.
absolutely
So
true. You just can't.
okay, yeah, I learned quite a few tricks during my watch of 48
Thanks,
hours.
Quentin. Yeah, we definitely did a. I think we did a pretty solid job for amateur streamers.
Yeah.
Might have to take this show on the road. Yeah, even our, so this is again, this is the security footage, the
Yeah.
security camera footage.
This
You can
is
see how
supposed
well
to be
this
a
looks already.
security
So.
camera I put on
Yeah.
for the, actually only for use for the proof.
Yeah, because
actually.
obviously, when you do a stream that size, we want to make sure that stream works, but the whole point was the world record, and we needed the cameras at all
Hey,
times.
Josh is back. Come on. That's awesome.
Let's see the question.
I do have a question. I know you have played quite a bit. Did you get any inspiration for any shot during
Good
this?
question.
Off of your misses.
No. Not really. Not really, actually. That's funny. Not quite. You always get a few from the misses, but I don't think I was even in that mind frame at all. So I don't think so. This one though, this is one of those that I was thinking. I'm like, why would you not put a coin wrapper or something in the middle of the pocket, that corner pocket, and make the shots, go under it, the ball drops, and get the ball to go long and comes back and knock it in the pocket. Because that little, again, the table played long.
You complain about this one, yeah.
It was a tough shot, tough touch. But it's, again, if you're in frame, in a good frame of mind and you really care, you're gonna try to touch pretty well.
Yeah, but we see from the position of your leg.
This was a very strange one.
The position of your leg and your back doesn't feel like you are naturally. We see that you are in pain. So, and I think this was the worst from 24 to after the break at 11.
Yeah, I know I had a really, because the 24 hours was obviously very adrenaline fueled, so you finish it and then you just kind of slow down. See, like I don't go down the same way I used to. I'm really high.
Yeah.
So I kind of had a glimpse of how Mike Massey plays, actually. Not easy.
No, you're not as high as he is.
Not easy. So
he's a high dude.
it's very tough to play without going down low on the cue. So, and that's what I was trying. I was trying to save my back. And to be fair, we are now Wednesday, and I still feel it.
Yeah.
So.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's a shot I like.
Yeah,
I find it really fun to watch.
It's a nice shot.
A lot of stuff happens on the table. It's pretty easy to understand, and it's quite impressive always. Doesn't seem to be hard, but as usual, you make it look easy. So.
I'm trying to see if I can catch the comment on Facebook. Why is this gone?
Are we live on Facebook? Check maybe.
Yeah, we're good. Okay, it's fine.
Good? Okay.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're live on both on
it's
Facebook.
Because it's there's a slight delay.
Yeah, it is delayed, of course. Like 20 seconds at least.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, of course. See.
No, it doesn't make sense actually. Let me see. Oh, why is it not going? There you go. All right, I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Got it back. All right.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, your other you on the video put an hour to make the shot, so it's okay. We can wait.
Well, here came the next strategy, right? The more time you set up, the less you play. So
yeah. And this one you usually doesn't miss. It's a beautiful shot. I just
it's a really
like
nice shot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch.
Okay, so this was
Perfect. You want a number to be sure? It's 4C.
4C, shot 1.
Yeah, 4C. Okay. Next one's gonna be
5A.
the perfect setup. Okay.
I usually like this shot. I know I missed it once or twice, not too many times, but
It's a three-cushion shot, so
yeah. The
the
thing is,
setup.
you gotta touch the one ball, right? The one in the middle. It's
Yeah.
actually not a automatic. Like most setup, I call them automatic if you know how to set them up. This one is actually not one of those. This one you have to aim for that ball to go in the corner. So if you don't aim for it, you actually miss the corner. You don't make it.
Okay.
So that's the key. And it's weird because most setup people think you just hit them in the middle and it works. This one,
no.
This one's not.
No, if you
See,
put too
like
much English on
this
your
was
setup,
too thin.
the
So
ball is gonna
no, it's not really the English. It's the thin or thick
thin or
hit.
okay.
In this case, I just hit it too thin. Like basically, you got to make the ball in the corner. If you don't make it in the corner, you don't make it.
Steve is asking how happy was Chrissy and Ariana when you got home, knowing you did this record.
Is it something ring the doorbell? What is it? Oh, you didn't get Chrissy?
Here we go, second
So this time I
attempt.
missed the long, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a normal adjustment.
You missed the 5, yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at the questions.
Right, they ask if how happy was Chrissy and Ariana when you get back.
Yeah, they're pretty happy, I guess.
Yeah.
They know I'm stupid anyway, so they didn't have much doubt, I guess.
Yeah, and
It's kind of sad, I guess. I just too much high expectation right away. And this one is good. See that in the middle.
third attempt.
Then it goes in
Can write it down.
third. That's
So
the
this was the
third
perfect
attempt.
setup. And we're going to the 5B, almost the end of that discipline. So this is also a
Okay.
tricky one.
So
Okay.
little story, backstory here if you're watching.
Okay, I'm gonna let this one on. Okay.
I know how to set it up, obviously. It's a very hard shot to hit, and it kind of takes a lot out of you to aim to. So the ratio of like efforts hitting and making it is just high,
Yes.
and I didn't feel like trying hard enough. So
Oh my
it's
god.
just one of those. I figured if I just put them in and I just shoot at it, it kind of works or it doesn't.
I mean,
And
we are.
you will notice that I made it at the beginning,
Yeah.
and I made it at the end when I was actually focused. At the middle, I just kind of let it go like this. I just didn't. Again, it is because the table played long. The balls were pretty slick.
Yes.
So that
It's the first discipline, so
always
with clean
plays
ball, it's
long,
yeah.
and it's just a lot of efforts to make it, and it wasn't really worth that one extra shot. So otherwise, I would have to move the entire setup, which takes time and it's just annoying. So I'd rather just kind of take a crack at it, and I know it's a bit of a lazy way, but it's just what it is.
Okay. So I didn't make this one,
No.
obviously.
Yeah,
Okay.
as I said.
Yeah, I know.
5C though is sort of the same, but also
Oh, there's less time to set it up, I guess.
yeah,
and,
easier setup with the rack.
I mean,
so-
you try it, it's going.
Again,
doesn't
same thing
go
on
on
an
all
older
that.
table works really well. On
Yeah.
a table that's slick, you gotta hit it really clean.
Yes.
So
Otherwise, you just grab and you're off, or it doesn't grab.
yeah, and it was sliding a
miss it
lot.
short.
So
Yeah.
usually I play that with almost no side spin,
Just
like
top.
this, just top.
Yeah.
But on a table like this, you need a touch of left. And the
Wow.
problem with the left is it's very hard to judge how much you
To
put.
control then.
So yeah, just one of those shots that I don't know. Again, this is a tough shot. I mean, do I know how to make it? Yeah. Was it worse? Spending 3 hours trying to make it every time? No. Also,
no,
because I
yes.
had to stay down a lot longer on this one and reach. So as
Yeah.
you can see, this is kind of a reach, and you can see I do not want to bend over at this point.
Yeah, I see you don't want to do it. Yeah. You just saw that your setup is not okay because the ball is too much
Which,
inside
by the way, I
pocket.
don't agree with it.
Yeah.
So the way they have it in the book is the ball cannot be past the edge of the rail or something like that,
Yeah.
or the edge of the pocket, one of the two. The problem is this worked great on big pockets, but as you can
Yeah.
see, if you don't have it on a diamond, for example, with tight pockets, it doesn't work. That
Okay.
ball kind of wants to go long, so you'll,
Oh.
some of the shots, the diagrams are kind of dated. Nobody really took time to look into the
And check
details
them, yeah.
and modify them so to fit new table pockets and stuff. And in my opinion, a trick shot, as long as it's set up the right way, should work.
You had to prepare for this event, so you played them before these 48 hours,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
So you already knew there was some, not issue, but questionable diagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that was good.
This is good. Third attempt, yes.
That was good. So this one, you can definitely see the adjustment. So actually, I was probably...
This is a speed shot, so those
Okay,
you
so
usually
now I'm going
don't
to
miss, so you can stay on
2B,
the score.
right? 2B.
Because it's gonna be 1A. Yes, 2B, 1A on the round 14. Yes,
Round
here.
14. There you go.
You're just on time.
Yep.
And you got it.
I like this shot.
Yeah, this one is
I'll
not a
tell you one thing
surprise.
though. I think after a while here, the table kind of stunk into the carpet, and it wasn't as level as at the beginning. So the more it was into it, actually, I don't know if it's because of moving around, getting on the table, but I guarantee you the table was not the same way straight than it was at the beginning. It would have needed to be re-leveled. We just didn't have to do it,
Yeah.
and so that shot, if I played it hard enough, it was fine.
So this is the split.
Yeah.
And it's just good. First try.
Yeah, this
Oh,
discipline
on
I,
B.
I
Okay.
like usually. It's not
Yeah.
much of a question.
This one I like. It's fun to show the
So
beginners.
yeah, the way they have it diagrammed, they have the cue ball first. I like to have the cue ball second, so people see the cue ball is hitting the other ball, because otherwise it's kind of a mess. But it's a push shot, and
It's a foul, yeah.
it's a foul. But again, not so easy to make.
Yeah.
If
Because your mind is trained to
yeah,
hit
if
the
you're not a
first
trick
ball,
shot
not
guy,
the second.
you actually this one will be tricky to make, believe it or not.
Oh yeah.
On top of that, it gets kind of messy, and you can get very unlucky sometimes with the kisses everywhere.
Yeah.
So
A lot of traffic.
yeah, lots of traffic.
Boom.
Almost made all.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is and again, like you can see, I'm just getting more into rhythm here.
Yeah.
Looking at this, I'm probably already going too fast again. I don't think I need to go that fast at this point.
No, but if you feel okay playing like this, it's better than to change your rhythm. That would maybe ask more energy to slow down sometimes.
Yeah, and I think
Because you
that's
have
a
to
fine
think
line.
differently.
Yeah,
You have to get out of your routine, and that's not good also. So
That's
just
definitely a
go
fine line.
as you please, and this one is also kind of tricky. It's the over and around, yes.
I like this shot.
Okay. Oh yes, a three cushion over. Yeah.
Yeah, read me the question. I can't read them.
Yeah. Oh, this is a miss. So this one we had. Is there for you a difference if you have to play it in a different state or different weather? Would the outcome can be different?
You know, I'm not sure because
there is artificial heat, but I don't think there is a difference. I mean, you didn't have cold. So
I wasn't very. I think the temperature was pretty much dead on, because you don't
Yeah.
want to be too hot and you don't want to
Yes.
be too cold. So it's kind of a fine line, I think.
Yeah.
So
And sometimes AC is.
yeah, I didn't mind playing like this with long sleeve and shirt. I mean, ideally, it's probably better with a shirt. I don't think this is what matters on my back, though. My back was really just the reaching, so I don't think this was the issue. I could be wrong, though. You know, you may be right.
He's saying then it's gonna affect the table play. Yes, humidity will affect.
Actually, humidity
table
was
play.
affecting that
Humidity
table.
more than because he's used to play in Vegas, where obviously
It's dry.
it's dry, and it doesn't play the same. That's for
It
sure.
definitely didn't play the same at the beginning and at the end. You
Yeah.
could tell the table was really like gorgeous humidity. Even after we cleaned the balls and everything, it still was humid, so it affected the rail. It's a good shot,
Come on.
but you got to be a little lucky
Yeah.
sometimes.
You-
I don't think I missed it very often, but
Don't you aim for the long raid first, then to go out?
yeah, but it goes kind of quick. So you go, you know, it's not so easy. Again, it's a
Okay.
cool player shot if you think about it, but it's not so easy because of the speed.
Yeah.
And you don't want to put too much high, because then you miss it too short. You don't want to put anything low. You just got to land. So I think I went to put it deeper in the pocket at the end, basically, and it worked fine.
Yeah. So you can reach the. And this is good.
This is lucky,
This-
but yeah,
yeah.
good.
So this is a third try, yeah, because the scratch is not a fall in
It's actually even better. That means, you know, but it's a little
Trickshots.
risky way to make it, I suppose. But
This was a nice shot.
This is
Okay,
like
so we are
usually,
playing hide and seek now.
Yeah.
So I'm good at that game.
yeah, hide and seek shot. Very interesting little shot. Looks like nothing. Actually, not so easy again to set up if you don't know. Obviously, I'm not gonna divulge my secrets all the time, but you know, this one, it's all a matter of
You
finding the right place of the
You
cue.
made it look so easy.
Yeah, and you'll be surprised how many times you can miss it.
I guess.
Because if you go too high on the cue, it doesn't work. You go too low, the cue moves too much. So you actually got to be kind of
Okay.
accurate. So if I were to hit it, you know, near the shaft now, it wouldn't work. But if you hit it near the too much at the butt of it, it probably wouldn't work
gonna-
either. So you got to get a little speed,
Let's try.
and yeah, it's just one of those.
Oh, your specialty.
My favorite
also.
shot.
Okay.
So probably one of the most entertaining shot in the program. This
Yeah,
is
but
7 balls.
They should add one or two ball. Yeah.
I
Just,
can, easily do. I think my maximum on that is actually 15 balls, which is more than
I know.
double that.
I was there that night.
15 balls?
Yeah, you did it at home,
Don't
and you
remember.
removed
The pocket.
the pocket
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the
Because the
on your
problem is,
parents' table. We played during summer, and I saw you played it, and I told you just do 15. And you sent me the video by the time I went home, so like 20 minutes. You were insane.
yeah, you had to go pretty quick on this. So the
Yeah,
7 ball is mainly a same thing actually. Here the table was not straight anymore,
15
so
is a
I starting
crazy
by
stuff.
hitting it dead in the middle, and then at the end I had to go towards the left side of the pocket to counter the roll. Yeah, this was pretty clean. Damn, it does make it look easy. I can see why they said it looked easy.
Yeah, yeah, but it's not. I mean,
No,
just try it and you'll see. Okay, over and under. This one
very
also.
good, entertaining, old school
Yeah,
shot over and under.
don't see you missing
Like
this
it.
one.
I may have missed it once, but I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think
of
so.
course.
It's
You missed pretty much almost all of them.
no, I don't think so.
They made a few that you
I
at
think 10 of them I
100%.
never missed
Okay,
or something. It'll be interesting to know.
yeah, that's first try.
You can still see I had the speed in my stroke, so
Yeah,
it wasn't that big of a
it was
deal.
really the struggle was in the morning
35 hours
after
in, something like that.
after the nap. Yeah,
Yeah, it was just when I lost the speed of the stroke, it was where my problem was. There's a
yeah,
couple ways to make all those shots, right? I mean, everybody's different, but you got to take someone like Mike Massey, who's bigger, stronger, will make more strokes with more force a little bit. I do everything with speed, so my way is probably a little less damaging overall if you think about it for the muscle, but at the same time, the speed when you're really tired, you kind of lose it, so then you lose power, and it's first time it really happened that I was start to lose my stroke at the end, but it took a good 40 hours pretty much for it to happen, so
yeah,
that means it's a pretty safe bet.
yeah. For 50 hours, you were good. I think it's
Yeah,
50, 40.
this is a pretty easy shot again. I see
Yeah,
this
you
one I
take
never
your time
missed.
to
Never
say.
missed this shot. Guarantee you that. I could do it with my eyes closed almost.
Mm.
Not really, because you gotta look at the ball, but yeah.
Yeah, it's in movement.
All right, let's see, guys. Don't hesitate to ask some questions here. Happy to answer. Since you have me right away, yeah, easy 3 rail. You don't shoot too hard. It's got to be moving though. Touch a left spin. Yeah, you can see I'm not even going down at all because this I usually go pretty low on the cue to
You
not
sure
miss
to
the
aim?
ball. And yeah,
Okay.
piece of cake. This was
This
3C,
was
first try.
3C. Yes. So now you're shooting for
Ah,
A.
wing
Oh,
shot.
my favorite.
Well, I don't mind the wing shots per se. It's just aiming, right? So you know where to aim. It's more a matter of the speed you throw the balls
I
in.
think because usually when you made two, and maybe because of fatigue, the last third ball you send it slower than the
Yeah,
two other.
and I was gonna
And
say that's
always when I saw that, I said, man,
he's gonna
not
miss
the
it.
same rhythm. He's
Yeah,
not gonna make
yeah.
it. And the few times you made it, you kept the rhythm.
One thing I want to mention is a lot of people see Earl, for example, doing those wing shots.
Yeah.
It doesn't put the chalk in the middle though, right?
Yeah.
And that's where the problem is because if you don't have the chalk in the middle, that shot becomes more you're gonna hit the 3/4 ball, very easy to hit. But when you have the chalk, it's a half ball hit, if not less, if you actually miss it a little bit. So the hit becomes much tougher. And I think I tried same thing actually here. I tried to hit it soft, but the ball was rolling towards the chalk if you hit it too soft. And you can see it actually kind of move. See, this is a great shot, great speed.
Yeah.
The problem is you got to shoot it the same way. This is looking good too.
This is good, yeah. I see it because the speed and the direction by
And
the
now
hand.
let's see how this one goes.
And this is slower
This
already.
is slower. You see the ball is moving towards the left?
But
Oh,
you
I made it anyway.
And you made it. Oh wow! First attempt,
Yeah.
1 point. Yeah, it's good. So reverse wind shot.
This one I like usually.
Yeah. Carom shot.
It's actually an easier quantity to touch because you're fuller, so you can see it better. It's more just again, it's almost like a 3/4 quantity, so much easier to touch. See, this one is too slow.
Yeah, and
Oh, I
if
made
you
it
have
too.
the ball rolling, the output is, so
Yeah.
it's easier. Okay. I agree. This twice on first try. This
Yeah.
is good.
I didn't even know I had one of those. I don't remember
Yeah,
it.
a double. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Okay. Again, something that
Yeah, I don't think I
doesn't
missed
look
this
that
one
hard,
either.
but
Actually, this
yeah,
isn't. It's probably a little
it's missable because
overrated
the gap is not that big actually.
in difficulty level, but yeah, the gap is your problem, right? And now, in this case, because the table plays long, it's actually a good thing. That means you don't have to hit it as perfect. You can go dead in the middle of the gap and you get it. When the table plays short is when it becomes very tricky because now you need to get a lot more angle and get real close to the ball in the top of the gap. So in this case, I'm not really sweating this one very much.
Matt was saying it's your best round for this shot, and I agree because I don't recall
Me neither. I didn't even know I did that.
making both the wing shot on first.
I don't
first
recall
try.
it either.
It's twice first try, right?
Yeah.
This is pretty cool. Yeah. And this one usually you're okay.
A little
But
short.
the three
That's
cushion
okay.
is not that easy because there is no help at the end. There is no
but
bed shaft, no
it's all feel, right?
carom, so you have to be perfect.
Yeah, like this one was just not enough side spin.
Steve saying thank you for having Mike there commentating, and that was the easiest and the hardest shot in the program. What was the hardest and the easiest
This is a
shot?
good question. So this was a second try here.
Yep.
Okay, so
Score also.
the easiest. That's hard to say. It's a couple of easy one. Outside the one-handed jump shot is probably the easy one. It's just one ball over one obstacle. I don't really see much of a problem with it.
Even the one with the 6 ball and you're touching
No,
the
this-
8 on the side and jumping, making this one. No.
No,
Yeah,
the
it's-
one-handed
One-handed,
jump is not really that hard, I think.
This one is touchy.
This one is pretty hard.
On a slick table like this.
Again, I like this
Wow.
shot. This is,
It's beautiful. Yes.
see, like you
Oh
can
wow.
hit it
Come
first try
on.
too.
First try. This is a good run.
This is a
It
very
was
good
after the
round,
break,
actually.
So you had some energy and you put a 2 over there. You have to change it to a 1.
I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, it's because it's second try maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, this is a good shot. I like it usually, but this one became hard at the end.
Yeah.
This one is a little touchy too. It's not hard, but it's touchy because you got to put no spin on the cue ball, and it's a very small target zone to hit them. It looks easy. I don't know if you guys think it looks easy or not. I'm not sure. I've always thought it looked easy, but it's really not because a lot of traveling, so you got to be very straight. Imagine if you're just lagging straight in the middle to put 0 side spin. That's what you need. And see, like this was just a little bit of too much left spin on my side, right? So not much. I mean, you're talking almost nothing.
Yeah.
But something
Well,
enough.
On twice the table and the length. I mean.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can
imagine
miss.
just lagging and going through a space of a ball and a quarter, and you gotta go through it.
Yeah, but using the
Insane.
jump over the ball, it's not
Yeah.
just lagging. It's
True, but yeah.
Yeah.
See that this was
This-
too much right spin?
Almost good.
No, too much right spin. I already know it when I see it coming.
Okay.
If you hit too full, you just don't make it. It has to be hit that perfect, which is a very small zone. It's about a quarter of a ball on the one
With
here
speed also.
with the right speed. Yeah, if you hit it too
No,
much
it's good.
right spin.
Yeah.
I remember this actually. I was pretty pissed because I was going for a perfect discipline here.
Yeah.
And this one is the one that you can miss for sure, but I know it's makeable too, so. This one I
Okay.
could have spent a few more minutes on it.
5C.
Like this shot too, not so
Yeah.
easy. Again, it was easy at the beginning, and then the table not being straight, I had to readjust my aiming points a little bit. So.
Can you play that on a 7 foot or
Yep,
is it too
yep.
short?
No, you can. You just
You
gotta
can.
hit it clean.
And which will be harder, the 7 or the 9 foot for this shot? Because distance matters.
Probably
here.
the 7-foot.
Because you need time to
Yeah.
move. this
The
is
only good
perfect.
thing about the 7
Oh, no.
foot is, see, like the ball was turning on me. I just realized it then. The only difference on the 7 foot is you don't have to aim as hard, so you get to gain a little bit of speed. Let's see.
I think it was your best round for that shot. Yes.
Oh,
maybe
this
for
one I
the
had a
shots.
little clicky click here. The second ball is actually the hardest ball to hit. Now the first ball matters a lot because if
It's closing the window.
yeah, so if you hit it wrong, you're kind of screwed. But the second ball is the hard one, really. This is a
Wow.
good save.
Okay, third.
Third, yep.
Third attempt, and this was 5C. So we're now switching to discipline. 3. So you have to move the tab.
So 3B, right?
Yeah.
See, so that was one shot missed out of
And 14, you got a little bit down.
one shot out of 15 missed, which is pretty good.
Yeah, you're there. Okay.
Yeah, and that's after
On
25 hours of
this
play.
one, the drawback. Okay, this one you're doing quite a lot.
It's a pretty easy shot, but not as easy as you'd think because it's all the hit on the second ball there. So if you don't hit it right, first you may miss the setup, and second, you know, whatever. I didn't have time to talk about it. But yeah, not as easy as it looks actually. This one. This one, sort of the same.
Pool player shot.
Yeah, I mean it's a stun shot really.
Mm.
The way I shoot it now is I don't really even aim for it anymore. I just aim on the cue ball.
Yeah.
Because I kind of know my ball quantity. I know it kind of goes in. So then it's just a matter of going up and down. But the stroke kind of matters. So if you hit it wrong, with the wrong stroke, you can be in trouble.
Perfect.
Yeah. Man, I just realized how hard it must have been for you guys to keep score actually the whole 48 hours. It is ridiculous. That's really fast.
Yeah, this is not fast. Come back yesterday. Oh, we can't. But yeah, this was fast.
First day? Yeah.
You were an animal. I told you like from 8 to 11 minutes per discipline. Now you're pretty much at 15 to 20 already.
I like this shot. This is a nice little shot.
Yeah.
Firecracker, I
This
think
one
they call it.
is nice also. And you have to be pure for the draw to.
Yeah, this one you just gotta hit the ball in the dead center. If you hit it dead center, you're good. If not, you do it again. The good news is the setup is pretty easy.
Wow, all. This is really
I didn't
perfect.
realize one of my best round was right there.
Yeah.
This is like a lot of first attempt too on the.
Yes, exactly.
That's
Okay.
funny. So after 24 hours, I was finally in
But
stroke.
because I think you have a few shots down to your body. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The few tricks you need to do. You didn't need to do it. You didn't have enough energy to go fast. But the tricking were there. So look at this one. You know it.
Yeah, you know as soon as you
And
hit
this
it,
one
it's
is a
good.
tough one, really.
Yeah, it's not tough. Like it's not hard to do
Well,
it. You
when
just
you
gotta
go on
aim
a
it.
table you don't know,
Yeah.
with clean ball, and you have only 3
Those,
attempts.
I would love to tell you that there's something to it. It's just feel, really. You
Yeah.
gotta aim, and
It's feeling, yeah.
unfortunately, you know, like the stroke will never be a problem. I know when I reach the ball.
Yeah.
The problem is, you know, how to aim. This is the same thing. This is very much a feel shot. You hit it too full, you're dead. You hit it too thin, you're dead. So, the stroke, I know I have it to get the ball in, no matter what.
So
But
2B, right?
yeah.
You okay on the score?
Right there,
Okay.
yeah.
Second attempt. Let's see if you make it.
I think I did from memory. There you go.
Okay, second attempt. Yeah, one.
And 2C is interesting, actually. The little stacking ball.
Oh yeah.
It's supposed to be pretty easy, but it was harder than expected for some odd reason.
The,
I don't know why, actually.
your prop ball kept for like stunning,
Yeah.
and not moving after. So
Well, it's because you don't have a lot of space. Again, they have it in the book. See, like the bridge is very short, and it's not like
okay,
an
just make
ideal
it.
situation. Apparently, it didn't bother me on that round, but
This one
I like
is the
this one
reverse
too.
from
yeah.
the pinball shot, like they call him, carom draw shot.
Yeah, this is a nice little shot. Actually, this is one I have to let my stroke go, so it's nice to be able to kind of let it go freely. And you just got to find the right point of contact, and once you do, then you kind of just go back. The biggest issue we have with that shot is sometimes you overstroke it, and the cue ball goes straight back. Instead
Yeah,
of
just
going
like
a bit on the,
a little bit
Yeah.
in between the ball and the first diamond.
yeah.
Yeah, you missed it quite some time over there, and then the second shot you adjust. So
And this was actually an ugliest way to make it.
wow, you made it.
I hit
Even
it.
you on the video is like, oh, what happened?
I made
New
it.
way.
Hit it way too thin.
You got
So
lucky.
the one ball way too thin. No, that's not luck. That means my stroke was
know.
really good.
I know, but you got lucky.
Yeah. This one you gotta get a little luck too. Same thing. Field shot 100%.
Yeah.
But again, the stroke, I know I'm gonna get the speed. The question is, do I get the right angle? Right? That don't know. Sort of kind of guess. Play that with bottom, and you gotta get quite a lot of left.
Yeah, bottom
Some
left.
people angle it more and just play bottom. I like to get the ball to spin like this. And I was in stroke. I'm glad we're re-airing this
Yeah.
one because that was a
You play good.
heck of a round.
You should do this for a living. Okay, draw on the cue stick.
So
And
that's funny. This one I have a debate here. It says Shivala draws. I'm pretty sure that's my shot. I am pretty sure I'm the one inventing that shot. So, not saying anything, but you can find it in the YouTube videos,
okay,
and I'm pretty positive I was the one to put it down. So, maybe I'm wrong, right? It's hard sometimes to know, but I'm 99% sure that's my shot. So it's been named wrong. Damn.
yeah. If you want to name some shots, I mean, half of them are Mike Masses. So
True. So this one actually also is harder than people think. It
yeah,
looks easy because the cue is big and long, but
but
this you
once
gotta
you
hit
hit
it
it,
right.
yeah, because you have to have enough getting into the cue, then the draw must
Yeah.
take in.
Yeah,
Because
because
otherwise
you
you hit
hit
the
it too
cue.
full, it goes
Yeah.
too straight. You hit it too thin, it doesn't. See, like this is the perfect shot
Yes.
actually. You
Because a
can't
few
hit it
times
any
you
better.
hit it in the joint of the cue,
Yep.
pretty much, and it wasn't enough
Forced to fall.
strength
Yeah. Yeah.
to push the 8 in the middle, actually.
Yeah, no, you're right. So this is actually a little bit deceptive. This is an interesting story here. Was it the time I already switched my mind or no?
When you listen
Yeah, to Jason.
to Jason, I don't know.
I'm not the best listener when it comes to shot because usually I have a story
You
of
played
finding
it
it.
once pure, like really full draw, really pure.
At the very beginning, I think.
Yes, and then
I couldn't make it because
you
I have
you
to
couldn't
aim.
make it, and after you already
It's
playing
already changing my
jacked
mind.
up, so yeah, you made it in the middle.
Well, so there's an interesting part. Mike says you jump the ball. The problem is I use a soft tip, super soft tip. I have no jump with my playing cue.
Okay,
If you use a medium or hard tip, you can jump the corner of it, make it easier. So I may have to actually get an extra cue for that shot, just for that shot,
just for one shot.
with the hard tip, because mine you have to move the cue ball much further on the other side, which makes it harder for aiming. But if you get straighter and you jump the ball over, yeah, I could see it being easier. So still
Yeah,
made
look at
it
this
though.
one. This one is what I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, third attempt.
No, but if you remember, I hit it normal pull draw whatever first.
Yeah, once you did it, yeah.
Very good, just aiming. I think it was right away too, the way I know I should be
First or
hitting.
second try, I don't know.
And then after that, I
Yeah.
couldn't really put it together anymore.
So
Then I
again,
switched method and it worked.
9-ball shot, pretty much.
Yeah, this was a very interesting shot too.
Yeah.
Worked really well the first 24 hours, and then
But then you had
the
too
pocket
much-
seemed to be tightening, and I was missing the ball in the corner. So here's the deal again: if I let my full stroke go this one,
You're going too long.
I go 3 rails on it.
Yeah.
It's that show was made famous by Shane a few years ago, and he's doing it at boost over and over. And it's the same shot, really. The problem is actually making it in the corner seems easier because there's less distance to travel, but it's actually harder to aim. It's not a logical, shot. So you just do it full side
Yeah,
spin.
here you go.
If you go too low, you go too long. If you don't go low enough, you go like this. So yeah, very tricky shot. I don't know if it's even. I really would like to see it with the 3 rails again back into the corner because now it's a pure stroke. It might be a 10-pointer though rather than a 9, but
Well, 9 point is not so far from the end, so at least it's
See,
not
like
the
this
6
too
point.
much
This is
draw.
too long. You already see it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're coming on the middle of the.
yeah, but it's a very
Yeah.
small, adjustment. See, and I didn't even hit it that hard. I'm already past the middle out there.
Yeah.
So I think if you hit it with a cleaner stroke and a rock in the corner, you could probably get away with like something really nice.
One-handed quick draw.
Yep.
Believe or not, you missed it during
I
the
did.
1 hour.
Yeah, I did because I was
You
too.
made one jump, one stop shot,
Yep.
and one nothing shot.
Well, actually, this is a shot you gotta be calm for it. You gotta
Yeah.
be calm and relaxed to it. If you're not, then you will miss it.
I understand.
Because you gotta get the cue to balance. If the cue doesn't balance, you can force it. There's a different way to make
You're
it. You
not
can
gonna
stand
play
up and angle it jacked up and just go for it. Or you can do it my way, which is you just balance the cue as straight as possible and just actually send a real stroke.
And if you come with a pretty much a massé cue,
Yeah.
can you do it also?
No,
it's harder
but you
on
can't do
the-
it as mass EQ anyway. But you could do it jacked up fully.
Okay.
It's just the aiming is a little off on this one. I've done it both ways too. I just don't. I think that second way is more accurate, and you can actually adjust from it. So it's just a matter of finding the balance point on the cue. Find a balance point. You can't use the rock to help you, otherwise that would be pretty simple. And then once you get it, then you just gotta send it. And the key is to not go too low on the cue ball, because if you go too low, you'll actually send it up. See, like this is as perfect as you get for the
Yeah,
stroke.
third attempt. You got it.
Was it third, second? I think it was
Third.
second. 90% sure it was
Yeah, it
second.
doesn't for today in this particular files. It's not a problem.
I know, but I'm
Yeah.
99% sure it was second
Okay.
attempt. Ah, the power draw.
I love this shot.
Yeah, I lost it only a couple
At the end,
times, I think, at the end when my stroke was
you
kind
you
of gone.
played it again just before the end when adrenaline kicked in, and you knew you could see the
Yeah,
finish line, I guess,
yeah,
because
yeah,
until
correct.
then,
But yeah, it's a good shot. So that's the shot that Mike says you gotta hit at, what does he say? 8:15,
oh,
8
yeah.
o'clock, 15 miles an hour.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Bing.
Yeah, usually this one you know if it's coming with enough
First try.
force.
Okay.
So it's not a big deal. You don't have to look at it. I like to change cues in between because
Mm.
this first one I use my Avid cue, my Avid shaft on it because it need a lot of force and bulky grit, whatever.
Yeah, and they play great.
This circular draw I like to go for a little more flexible shaft, which is the old Q-Tech R360 here that I have. Works really good for this shot, particular shot, because of that flexibility. So I don't change for fun cues. If I don't have a choice, if I have a choice, I'd rather not change cue, but sometimes they just work particularly better. And this is one of the case. Usually this one I make usually. Oh, I missed the ball. Good
Oh
stroke
man.
though.
Yeah. And you have to make it. So it's not just making the draw shot. It would be.
Actually, the harder part is to make the ball in the
Yeah.
corner. So let's see, second attempt here.
Wow.
Clean.
It's so close to the trees. It's a beautiful shot. When
Textbook.
it's shot like this, it's awesome.
Yeah, those shots should always be trick shots.
Yeah.
I don't know if they told about it, they talked about it in the live, but
Yeah. This one
usually
is
we
great
consider,
also.
we said that you're not a real trick shot artist until you actually
Yeah.
make the circular draw.
And this one is in for real. It's
This
not
is a nice
really.
shot, but it's not as difficult as it looks.
Yeah.
The problem is you can still miss it. I've missed it too because I
You've
think you
missed
hit
it,
too
yeah.
full or too thin.
Especially at the
But,
end when your stroke
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
in line.
yeah.
But I expect you to make it right now.
Yeah, this seems pretty good. Actually,
Those kind of
that's
shots are beautiful to watch. And,
only one shot
yeah.
missed in the draw still so far again. So I was really close to make, perfects. But yeah, 14 out of 15, that's hard to beat. So yeah, but this is a nice shot actually. See, it's very entertaining, good looking shot. Lots of power. Sometimes the only problem you have is you want to go too entertaining and you miscue or something like that. You
Seriously?
still got to send you just got to send the cue ball. So
Yeah. It's still a far. It's still the shot is still pretty far from the cue ball
yeah,
to
yeah. I mean,
the
it's
combo.
1, 2, 3, 4 diamonds away.
Mhm.
So, and you play that with bottom right. It's got to spin see like this, just that perfect.
Boom. Yeah. This
Big
one
target.
is done. First attempt. Oh. Tipsy doodle.
Let's talk about this. So for
Yeah. Discipline 4.
yep.
Shot 1 on the round 14. You're there. Okay.
Well, follows. That's funny because I actually probably got most discipline medals on draw and follow and jump than ever. But this year, for some reason, the follow categories, I think some shots are a little misplaced or kind of not as clean as they should be in the program, maybe, right? It's like this first one, for example, is exactly the case. And I'm pretty positive they are changing the diagram for next year, for next season at least, simply because the cue ball is too far away. So it's a pretty easy shot to make, but with the aiming, it's not a 6-pointer. Like, it really isn't. It's just too hard. Like, even though it's a classic shot, it's something that most people make all the time. You hit too full, you don't go around. You hit too thin, you don't go around. So, and far away behind that second diamond line, it's a longer distance. I mean, you're probably 8 feet away.
You reversed it also a few times, right?
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
I think one reason is because the point of the side pocket was kind of bothering me. I like to go
Okay.
really close to the rail, but the table wasn't necessarily perfect on one of the side pockets. So sometimes I caught the little nip of it,
Yeah.
and I didn't like this. So I think it's the first time I reversed it, or one of the first time there, just to check it out. So this was a good attempt, but no luck again. You need a lot of luck on this shot. It's
Wow.
too good. So either too full or too much follow. But it's really hard
To be perfect on this one.
yeah, because you're hitting a very small ball quantity. It's not a full bowl, so you're probably hitting 3/4, if not half of a bowl there, and and you need the right spin too.
Yeah,
Good
good.
adjustment here.
Third times.
Yeah.
Third attempt, sorry.
Yeah, no, I made it quite a few times, missed it quite a few times, but to be expected. I think we're gonna relocate it to right before the side pocket. It will be an 8 out of 10 shot from there,
Mm.
instead of being like a 5 out of 10 or
Yeah, because it's still
4 out
only
of 10.
6 points.
Exactly, six
I
pointer
mean,
should
right
be.
now you only make 4 points out of this shot.
Yeah,
So if you're considering it's a third attempt, so it's not a lot for what it is.
yeah, it should be
First
it
attempt.
should definitely be a either more difficult shot or just made easier.
Okay.
What do they
So
call this one? The Mystery 9 ball
Mystery
shot?
9 ball. Yeah, it's pretty
Call
much
it the mess.
yeah, the messy. I don't understand the diagram shot, but this one at least
No, this is a cool little
you
shot.
kind of get the point. It's yeah, you get the point of this one. It's just very long to set up. So
Yep, yeah, it's very long to set up. Looks a little messy, and it's actually not as easy either for a 6 pointer, because you got to be dead straight. So if you're not dead straight, you will go on the left side, miss the combo, or on the right side, miss the combo. And because it is so far away from the pocket, you can't just grab a piece of it. You'll miss it, so you got to go really full into it. And yeah, that's what it is.
what's the number again?
We're good. We're
1C.
1C.
You're good.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
See, so that was too thin.
Yeah.
The cue ball going on the left side, missing the combo. And that's really a pain to set up, so this is kind of an annoying one.
Yeah, because when you miss it in this kind of marathon,
Yeah, you just, I mean,
you're like, oh, I have to put them again.
in this case, I don't know if I minded it as much because I don't get to shoot at least. So,
Yeah,
so maybe I didn't mind it too much.
yeah, you enjoy the.
But the problem
the
is
Lego.
here, this I have to go down back to the ball return.
Yeah.
The ball return.
Yeah, this one's hurt. So you're hitting the ball on the cushion or the two?
No, you're hitting the
The
ball on
two.
the two. Yeah, you
The
gotta
two,
hit full.
okay.
That's the thing. So if you hit too thin,
It's
it
beautiful.
goes on the left. You hit too full on the right side, it goes on the wrong side. So
Second attempt.
yeah, second
It's a
attempt.
nice shot. It's just difficult to put in position, and
Yep.
it's going so fast after
This, however, is a very nice looking shot and
Yeah.
pretty easy.
This one is.
So- Machine gun follow shot.
You teach me how to do this one in like 10 seconds. So
Yeah, no, it's a good solid shot.
yeah, all you need is to be able to play follow. Pretty much.
Well, I mean, as you know where to hit it, it's obviously
Yeah.
it's always easy when somebody tells you
Oh,
how
of
to do the
course,
shot.
I've got-
It's always
if you have
harder
the
to.
answer, you just have to repeat.
If you
it,
learn
it's
them by
easier.
yourself, sometimes the
Yeah.
smallest, easiest shot will give you the biggest troubles. So. Clean.
Okay.
Clean.
First attempt. And the other.
This one I don't think I
zip
missed
shots.
either, ever.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah, the zip shot.
I think it's even easier than the draw shot.
Actually, I won't give my setup here, but it's still a setup shot too. If you know where to set the balls,
Yeah.
you're good. If you don't, actually, you will miss it several ways, especially missing it on the long rail.
Okay.
So the key is to know where to put the balls.
Okay.
Obviously, it's pretty easy to see where, but
Done.
yeah.
It's a done deal, sir.
Difficult. I still think it's a pretty entertaining shot, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it. This one is really cool. And you got it down by the end, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, I like this shot as it's a very technical shot.
Yeah,
It's it's not again what should be a 7 point. It is much harder. But the trick is to not hit it too hard actually.
yeah.
If you hit it too soft, it doesn't work. But if you hit it too hard, it doesn't work
Yeah, if
either.
you hit it too hard, the ball is still sliding.
Yeah,
There
so
is
it's
no
got to be a
follow.
happy medium. And actually,
Yeah,
the funny part is this one was easier towards the end because
yeah,
my stroke was not as powerful.
exactly.
So now I see
This
like
one,
this is just
second
that
attempt.
perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's kind of funny. So how now this one was hard to play on this table
yeah,
because the table was sliding so much. Like again, this is a pretty easy shot on a table that's got some felt that's already made or like already used. It will kind of get into a nice and easy groove. But on this one with that much slide, yeah, you had to go lower on the cue ball, more side spin, but much closer to the corner. And the closer you get to the center, the more you get deflection out of it. So see, like this, I had too much angle a little bit. Might make it though.
yeah. No,
Close.
a few times you remove. Oh,
Oh, I
you
got
did
lucky.
it.
Yeah.
A few times you remove the second ball. You remember from
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was like, oh no. So it's done deal. Oh, your favorite shot?
Actually, I don't mind that shot.
Yeah, I know.
I don't
But
mind that
this
shot.
pocket was like,
Yeah, the pocket was rejecting the
wow.
shots again. 4 1/4 pocket. So again, I do. You still gotta aim. So the problem is it's a top maximum left, and you see the distance. I mean, when you play maximum spin on the long shots, you got deflections. There's no way around it, and you cannot play it any other way. So you gotta catch that ball very, very thick, very full, and sometimes it feels very unnatural. So when I say unnatural, it really is unnatural. Yeah, like this was way too thin. Actually, it was a really bad
Miscue,
shot
no?
here. Could be a miscue. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. We are laughing. So I'm hearing us laughing.
Can't hear the sound, so.
I got it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, just to be sure.
Yeah, this was just a bad attempt. Nothing else I can tell
Yeah.
you.
I mean, it would be a miracle if you end up playing the 48 hours without one miscue.
I tell you what, I didn't have that many miscues though.
No, it's okay. It's just not
This
possible
was
to have
good.
zero, I guess.
But I think this one lacks side spin.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I was using the new Kamui Kageki chalk, which is a little different texture than the standard chalk. It's obviously a high quality for, extreme shots, and
okay.
it really worked. Like, I don't care what people say about how dirty or not dirty, blah,
But
blah,
I'm
blah.
not dirty this time.
It wasn't.
It's not dirty.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I saw about this chalk.
this,
It's
this
really
chalk
clean
is
after
really
the
good.
play.
I don't know why,
Yeah.
it's obviously more, pasty, so it will leave different marks, but tell you what, like this really worked. Because I mean, I don't know that I had 20 miscue the whole 48 hours.
No.
I really didn't have that
Oh, and
many.
usually it's when you're really tired and you're really off stroke, so it
Yeah,
doesn't mean
yeah.
the chalk could help. I mean, if you're off the ball, you're off the ball.
This was a surprising miss though, but just a tough shot.
It is.
And this one was the same. This one I usually like it too. But the more the table got used, the less that ball got
Because
accepted.
you play follow on this shot, it's not going to help
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, we all
line
know
ball
if
to
you
get
play
in.
draw on that shot, you'll make it better on the
Yeah,
on the
on
object
pocket
ball.
speed
So,
or whatever. Here you cannot have pocket speed, and you need speed for
Yeah.
the trick cushion. So this is a tough pot.
actually, that's why I play it so soft. I found out if you don't force it, it goes in a lot easier.
Okay.
So that's why the cue ball would come in at very pocket speed rather than
Yeah, you see, it rattled.
Yeah.
It's in.
that was still in at
This
this
is
moment.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this
Oh, that
is
shot.
when it started to get tough on the
Yeah.
pocket. Because you could see the first day this shot was going, and the second day it really wasn't.
This is the Windows 10 shot.
The window what?
10. Yeah, it's 10 ball. You need to upgrade.
Window
Ask
10.
them. Put one ball more.
Yeah.
You're late, guys.
Very, very entertaining shot too.
I like it. Yeah.
It's pretty shots. Not sure who invented that one, but definitely a great invention.
Oh, it wasn't me.
Me neither. Yeah, super, super nice looking shot.
What would be the next record you wouldn't want to try?
Well, that's a good question. Again, I know I want to get back the spin records. I think it was beat by a few seconds, 4 or 5 seconds for the longest spin. The problem with that is unfortunately I don't believe this works on standard Simonis class anymore to
Okay.
beat it, and I'm 99.9% sure that guy played it on a different brand of cloth. So you're gonna have to find. I'm gonna have to find a very fast class basically.
First attempt.
And I think I found this should be pretty easy. So I'm gonna definitely work on this year. And then, the next records we were looking a little bit. I'm not sure that the speed pool records are very very high. Gotta give it to Dave Pearson. They put them at levels that are almost impossible, at least not worth reaching out, I think.
Hmm.
But there's some other, maybe three cushion records we could try to see. And I don't know, but there's not a ton of US pool records in there either. So it's all gotta be checked out. But
It's in the box. I mean,
yeah,
you're looking for some stuff here.
I'm always looking for something. I don't know that, a longer distance marathon for trick shot is even really feasible
Oh, nice.
because this was very, very difficult. Now, I do say, as much as I thought I was ready, I wasn't quite as ready as I should have been. I didn't have the proper equipment, I think, for shoes. I was definitely didn't have the proper equipment as far as the table type. It was the good brand, right everything, but we should have had drop pockets
Yeah.
all day long because of that. And if we didn't have drop pockets, maybe we need
Ball boy. Someone to
yeah, like
bring the ball
a
on
ball
the table.
person maybe or
But
something.
we have to check first if it is
But we don't
allowed.
know if it's allowed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that if we had a ball boy, then yeah, that would be perfect, but hard to say.
Yeah, but for 2 days it means you will shot a lot more again.
Yeah,
So is
true.
it feasible to stand all those hit on your shoulders,
Yeah,
on your
yeah.
arm? Because even on the 24 hours, when you see the full stats, I mean, you played so much more than in 2020.
Yeah, I think the biggest
Like,
question is, if let's say we were to actually try to go for 72 hours or something like that, the problem is the sleep, the lack of sleep is more than anything. I'm not there at this point of the day where we at right now, but I can tell you that at the end, like 10 hours later, I had definitely mild hallucinations. It's hard to explain. It's almost like, and I'm not talking like mushroom hallucinations, you know what I mean? I'm talking like mild, you see an object that's there, it's not there, right? Or something like that. And the biggest issue I had was spatial displacement. Like, it was very strange. I couldn't remember which side was what, the left or the right, for example. So,
third attempt.
yeah, this was a good
Yeah, I
shot.
know what you mean.
So it was more of a spatial problem, right? And probably at the very end too was the bold perception of distance and
Yeah,
length.
for the touch then.
So it's very hard to say. I know for a fact after the 48 I could have won another 10. I think so. 58 I think would have been possible.
Yeah, I guess. But
Very
then-
difficult, right?
Then you would need to sleep.
But then you need
Yeah.
probably to sleep because otherwise I think it becomes dangerous, honestly, because I'm not sure what really happens after that point.
Yeah, and people are usually ask, but you took one coffee.
Oh well, I can tell you what I took. I didn't even take a full coffee. I took
Yeah.
half a coffee and
So-
half an energy drink. The reason why, and it's pretty simple. Here comes a tough shot. The breaks allowed are very, very minor, and you don't want to take any risk for your stomach, really, because all it takes is you having to go to the bathroom more than you should, and you're pretty much over. Like, that means your breaks are all taken for something else, and I didn't want to take the risk. And honestly, you do stay awake because I'm at the table at all times. So
You're
it's like,
playing.
oh,
Oh,
I made
this
it.
one is done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Cool.
So I didn't want to take the risk to get something like that. And also the next problem is that I was worried about the crushing effect. And I'm a coffee guy. I love coffee, but I know you take a coffee 4 hours later, you'll crush a little bit. So either take another one, or you don't. If you take another one on an empty
Yeah.
stomach, because we don't have time to eat properly, really, I don't know that it's really the smartest idea. So
Yeah, I think what you had some fruit and
even bought a 5-hour energy thing, and we never took it.
No,
So
no, no, no. But I'm glad you didn't because you don't know how it's gonna affect you
yeah,
when
exactly.
you're
And
already so tired.
obviously your body is in the weak stage anyway,
Boom.
so you really don't want to abuse of it. And I was more worried, yeah, it's more you want to try to avoid taking as
You see right now,
I
you're
was
around
nearly
80%
80%.
right now. That's what I told you. At the beginning of the afternoon, it was pretty great. Then it's going down, obviously, because of your back, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
start to feel the pain, and then it's gonna drop
Yeah, that's
during the
amazing
night.
actually. This
Yeah,
was probably one of the strongest sets
this is
too.
incredible. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 80%. I mean, this is hardly like one shot missed every, you know. This one was a tough little shot here. This is the kiss back, right? I don't know how they call it, but it's a very nice looking shot, but very tricky. If you look at my backhand here, the right hand, you'll notice I have a very, very loose grip. 2 fingers, that's all it is. Again, is to get as much speed as possible uh, without really doing anything else. This was nothing.
No. Yeah, I know why the stats are so high. We don't have timing also in round 14, so
And what?
there is no time in round 14 because we're not timing it.
I haven't done the timings.
Yeah, of course. It wouldn't be correct anyway, so.
Oh, look at this. I made
Oh,
it too. Oh no, got unlucky.
come on. This is a pain.
This is hit very well.
You have to switch to discipline 5, I
Yep,
guess. This one is the last
5B.
one. Huh?
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna show the shot. Okay. I'm gonna input the time so we have something over there.
The triple reverse bank.
This one is
Oh,
easy to
interesting
set
shot.
up, so
Again, easier on old cloth than new cloth because the ball is gonna grab more and it'll turn back more. Some of those banks are actually very touchy, very finicky. This is one of them. It's only a 6-pointer because it's not hard to execute, but it sometimes can be hard to make. So yeah, you played that with bottom left here. Let's see how much. See, and like it didn't turn much. It's still slick a lot, and that explains it because I was on first attempt the whole time almost and made a lot of shots, but little attempts, so the ball didn't have time to get dirty. Like even this was well done, and it still didn't turn enough. So you have to go a little closer to the side pocket, but then it becomes dangerous. Let's see if that goes in. That goes in. It's a good adjustment. Nothing else to be said here.
on the third attempt.
Yep. And then it's gonna come the I don't even know the name of this. What do they call it?
Chain reaction?
rail reaction. Yeah.
Okay. This is a long setup, so I can
Yep.
leave the. Okay, put some timing so the round are properly counted because it was too high for the. I know you're good, but this is too good.
I don't know. This may have been an 80% plus
Yeah,
round
but
so far anyway.
it's all around, including
Yeah, no,
the
but
24,
if it
so.
was for
But you were already
by
at
itself.
76 at the end, almost 77.
to remove the diagram, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. And this one. I remove. So you started the 5, right?
Yeah, I'm on 5. Shot 1A was made in the third try.
Yeah, 76.3, but this
okay.
is a lot. I mean,
It still
pretty
was
high.
going
Yeah.
higher.
yeah, it's really high.
Yeah, yeah. This is actually a push shot. Push straight through. So it's kind of hard to aim. Because if you push 2 on the outside, then the cue ball does exactly that. And if you push 2 on the inside, then you'll come too short.
Okay, Steve say thank you for doing this video and your experience doing this record and explaining the shot. Yeah,
You're
here you
welcome.
have him. He's going to explain all the shots and better than we could do during the night.
Put back the camera, maybe? Yeah, this is good. This is a nice attempt.
Oh, sorry. Cuckoo.
Yeah, let's see it. That was good. That was perfect. As good as you got. Again, the issue with that shot is if you hit it the normal way, because he was playing kind of long.
You made one?
Yeah, I did make one.
Yeah.
You would go long and miss the chain reaction.
Shot 1B, yeah?
Yep.
Right.
I'm good.
Just publicity. Next one. Oh, reverse bank. I like this one. It's really interesting.
It's a very pool player shot.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
just
First attempt.
you just move the ball quantity, really.
Yeah.
Speed a little bit.
You don't put left spin on this one?
Yeah, you put top left,
Top left, right. Okay.
and you just gotta find the right quantity. Sometimes you go from a quarter bowl to almost a 3/4 bowl.
Okay.
In this case, it was almost 3/4 of a bowl hit because it was that.
This is a 3 cushion shot again, I guess.
Yeah, the
I mean, more than 3, but for a 3
4
cushion
technically.
player, it's pretty down to just make it.
Well, you're going inside, so you compress the rail.
Yeah. Compress it and
then
find
you
the
go.
3 rail
So you
over there.
play
Yeah.
bottom, though. You have to play bottom, otherwise you're gonna go too long. This is the Hustler Massey.
Again, it's perfect.
Man, I'm going
Just
quick
nailing
again.
them. Boom.
This could actually be one of the fastest, one of the
Fastest, no.
not fastest, but most efficient rounds.
Yeah.
It's very hard to say. Do we have a way to
Yeah. You
later?
have to watch it. You have to see through the files, but
Yeah,
I can do something.
because this seems incredibly high.
We are over there, right?
Yep.
Yes.
2C, the stacking bowl.
But you have a few 100%, so a 90 is very, very often.
Bottom
90%.
left. This look good.
It's perfect. Boom. One more. First try again.
Pull
Okay.
old junkie shot.
This one not easy to set up, but everything can go.
No, easy to set up, but not
Yeah.
easy to make.
Okay.
You gotta get
yes, yeah.
you gotta get more speed on the cue ball than the object ball.
Boom.
Just like this.
Are you playing or sleeping right now?
It's probably one
Like
of the
you're
two.
doing that like a zombie.
Ah,
Just
the
making
kiss
the
back.
shot.
That
Ah, yeah.
shot was a little.
Yeah. Not easy.
I mean, it's just pure aiming, and honestly, those you gotta be a little lucky too. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of the luck shots because, well, a lot can happen, right?
Yeah.
In this case,
Especially
it's
if it's how many points? It's
It's a
8-pointer.
set 8-pointer,
It's
yeah.
already paying a lot for.
yeah, and
that shot
I don't
pretty
think
much.
you'd ever pick that because you can miss that. You know what I mean? It's just such a little zone.
If you pick it, the other your opponent has to play it also.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but sometimes it goes against you on those because
Oh, yeah.
if it's not 100% on your end, you know, you gotta be careful.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, this was probably the worst hit, but the other two were hit well. So.
That's why to get 100%, you gotta need a little bit of luck for those.
Oh,
kind of
absolutely. I mean,
shots.
everything in pool two, right? It's the
Yeah,
same.
obviously.
If you don't get luck on the break, then you know, forget it. So
This one is also a cute shot.
yeah, this is actually took me a while to
It's
understand
really
this.
technical. I remember when we played this one a few years
I
ago.
used to play it as like a diamond away or
to find
something,
it. I
and I almost
remember,
never
yeah.
made it. And then I looked at how people were doing it, and I basically copied whoever was making it. But it's actually a very nice looking shot.
When it's working, just
Yeah.
do the same.
Yeah, now I go really close to the cue ball, lining up a certain way, and just kind of change the aiming for the bank. So you just aim to bank the ball.
I remember we spent some time on the Russell
Trying to find it.
to find this one. Yeah.
That's what I said. I was more ready for this round technically than
Oh, yeah.
the last time we did it, 100%.
And a few of the troubling shots are not there also, I think. Maybe
No,
one or
they
two.
were. There's some troubling
so-
ones, but you know,
Okay.
like this was one of them. See, for example,
Yeah.
that we fixed. This was very unlucky. Missed the ball in the corner, which is weird because you know usually I aim it the same way every time. So
And again, you're going to your friend. Ball return.
yeah, stupid ball return. 1,242. Yeah, I really slowed down at the middle of the second day
Yeah,
because
but-
that would have been well over 2,000 shots otherwise.
I mean, you
Not that it matters, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I did miss it this time. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all pretty solid attempts though, so you can't really be mad.
Yeah,
Like,
you feel bad because
you also got to like kind of accept it when it happens.
yeah.
Now, of course, you know if it's a championship and you just get unlucky like that, it sucks. But if it's just this, you know, you just kind of accept it. This was an interesting shot. I don't mind it, but you got to get a little luck too.
Too long.
Yeah, and then the aiming for the bank is tricky because
At the end, you had it.
I had it almost
dialed in.
wired. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Dialed
it's
in.
very table depending, so you may make it 90% of the
I
time
think-
on your table,
well,
you may
yeah.
miss it
On a new
90% on
table
another
that you
one.
don't know, playing it 3 times, it's a pretty gamble.
Yeah, it's a very big gamble. Yeah. Yeah, and on top of that, you got to get sure the cue ball gets out of the way too, because a couple times it worked out good,
Yeah, and then you have
and the
this
cue
one is
ball
good.
got really close to it. Yeah, this one
Wow,
was
dead
nice.
perfect second attempt. But those are impressive shots. I mean, because you know that you need technique and
Yeah,
stroke, aiming. You need pretty much everything to make this shot.
I don't know if I missed this one here.
I don't think so. Maybe once. I don't sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is just a simple 5 rail.
Yeah.
Again, because the table played right was an easy shot. Sometimes on some table it's nearly impossible
Yeah.
because you catch
They're
the
gonna
side
close.
pocket,
Yeah, they're
it's
gonna
gonna
play too
shorten on you.
short. Yeah. Okay. Oh,
Maybe that's the miss.
need some juice.
Well, you really can't overhit it anyway. So and I play this three cushion weight top right. Let the spin do the trick
Oh, yeah,
rather than
to keep the speed.
hammer it.
Mm.
So this was a little on the short side.
Oh, I don't think I never missed this one.
Let's see. Still in the game.
Yeah. Third try. Oh, a little bit more juice here.
Short.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Perfect. See, that's where he has to go. Yeah, see, I never
This
miss
was
it.
4B.
Yep.
Next shot. Oh, this one is fun to watch also.
I like this one.
Yeah, the fact that you slide on the cue stick and get perfectly
It's
onto
like
the
it gets like two
second
turn around the
cushion
table,
after.
which is cool.
Yeah, this one is great.
Could be tricky to set up too, but once you played it a couple times, if you
When
remember
you
the beginning, I
play
was missing it
yeah.
more. I don't think I missed it per se, but I
No.
was looking
Maybe
around.
once or again.
After that, I found where to put the cues exactly. I think
Yeah,
he was like right by
you stack
the.
them perfectly and
I think he was right by the half diamond mark for
Yeah.
one of the cue, so I knew where to set it up. So I didn't really.
it just looks
care.
really cool.
Yeah.
And you made it look like it's really easy, but again, if someone doesn't know what he's doing, it's not just hitting.
Yeah.
This one may be a little bit too powerful. Yeah,
No.
it's good. It's good. Okay. No? Okay.
No.
Too easy.
Yeah.
Kiss and kick shot. Oh, the one pocket shot.
Yeah. So I guess Jason says he loved this shot. I don't know how you can love this shot.
Maybe
I know
he plays
you.
one pocket.
I know you can make it, but
Pegulayan loves this shot also.
yeah, but
Every
every 3 tries.
Yeah. Yeah. They played in match, but they don't care if they miss because they played a good speed.
Yeah,
for
because you play the
defense and
speed
position.
forward. That's what I said.
Yes.
Like you gotta make it too.
So there is no risk.
Now on big pockets, I take this back. This is very doable.
Yeah, because they
They'll
it's
slide
rallying
in, but
Yeah.
on this ones, you have to be dead in the middle. So
You played one really, really perfect. Oh, this one is okay. Yeah,
this
voilà.
one is not bad either.
Beautiful. Second shot.
It's just luck. I mean, it's not luck because you know where to
Yeah.
to aim it, but
The shot has to start, but then he has
Yeah.
to get in because it's tight pocket.
yeah,
The Efren raise shot.
yeah. They were debating on how I shot this one. Huh?
I didn't tell.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell too. Took me a while to get it perfect
I'm
like
not
this.
telling. Oh,
It was funny
I'm,
because
I'm Team Venom. Come on.
most people just shoot that straight. So and I have an angle.
I tell them to play full draw with left and a little bit of touch of right. So yeah, with a jump cue, of
Let's see
course.
if I make it on this round or not. Yeah, it's played clean. You just gotta get a little. You still gotta get a little luck though. It's not luck. It's more you get a little good fortune. But yeah, it is very missable. Yeah, this
This is
looks
better
pretty
than-
good. Oh, too
just
high
a
on
little
the.
bit too high, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes this happens. You gotta be higher than the pocket, but you wanna be too high because of that.
There is only Efren who played that. It's an exhibition match. But anyway, he played position, he smiled, he just shoots it.
Yep.
That's completely out of this world, you know?
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah.
You shot 3 times well.
Yeah,
I
you
don't have
played it
no
a lot.
issue when I play a shot like this, the high difficulty especially. The whole goal is to figure the shot out. It's not to make them necessarily, but if you figure it out 3 times,
Yeah.
you can't really be mad because that just means lack of fortune
Perfection
basically.
and luck and I mean just going
You
in.
need a little luck, everything. So, but this was shot 3 times. There wasn't like a bad attempt in there.
Oh, this one is nice also.
I
Canada.
like this shot.
Yeah, you have it. Yeah.
There's 2 ways to play it, so you can
There's
play
another
it.
one, the jump over the cue and then the cushion
Yeah.
coming back on the other side of the cue stick. This one is also a nice shot.
Yeah,
That-
this one is I played the double kiss way. You could play it extra thin as well, but I don't like the extra thin because your cue ball gets a ton of power and your object ball don't get enough of it. This is a one pocket shot too, by the way. So this is how they play to put the ball back down, and
Oh yeah,
this is actually perfect.
I see the double kiss now. I didn't see it from the
I
other
got
side pretty
unlucky.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a complete double kiss. If
Okay.
not, you play very thin. So it's bottom right on the English, and yeah, that's it.
This is discipline 6, right?
No, we're 5.
5. Okay.
5B here.
Okay.
There you go. There's no adjustment to make from the previous shots. Shoot it the same way. There you go.
Okay, you made it.
Now we're gonna go to 6.
Putting time so that the starts are right. Next shot.
Stroke discipline.
Resistance draw. We're going to the 6, right?
Yep.
Discipline 6.
I'm already there.
Okay. So now the stats are correct. Yes, you see still over 76%. That's pretty high.
I think, yeah, going a little slower at the
And
well, in the 24 hours, I probably could have kept like 80% almost. But I don't know. You know, it's a fine line between I hit that well.
yeah,
Not an easy shot to hit, but the biggest problem I had with this one is you got to have the balls frozen, and you shoot it so many times that it's like little divots coming in,
yeah,
and little gaps creating, and then
inside the table.
it's
So
a pain in the butt to get it to be frozen. So if they're all frozen, it works. If they're not, it kind of sucks. This, I don't know where I was missing it either for some point. I made it all the time, then miss it a bunch, then made it again. It's just bottom left. You just got to get the cue ball to go over it, and then with the spin comes back. You do need a little luck too, because sometimes you can hit it and it doesn't go in. So, but it's got to rotate and it's got to push the ball by the rotation only. So let's see. This is third try. There.
Yes.
No, see, this is unlucky. Yeah, this I hit well, but unlucky. So the key to this shot is to hit it 3 times well and hope you get lucky. It's kind of sad, but that's what it is.
Okay, next shot.
Double kiss draw shot from Mike, I think. The Mike Massey draw. The key on this one too is straight line, and I had an issue because I probably tapped it too hard at the beginning, and it was wrongly done. So the balls were not super straight, and that means I couldn't find the right line. So I actually had to respot it with the rock every time, trying to get it to be perfect. Same thing though. If you have a gap, it doesn't work. So you got to make sure it's in the right thing. Yeah,
This is pretty difficult to.
Nice.
Okay.
You know, when you make the
Looks
cue
easy,
ball,
but-
you know you make it. No, very difficult actually to make.
Oh, this was his fantasy.
This one I love usually. I had a few issues with it.
Yeah, sometimes the
The
ball,
ball
got
was
stuck.
getting jammed in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Maybe the placement wasn't okay.
well,
the-
I found the
for the roll?
adjustment really. I just had to get a little bigger of a pocket. But the problem when you go,
Yeah, not
moving
enough
the ball,
energy to
yeah,
send
exactly.
the last one. Yeah.
so you got to be a little careful with that one. But
Okay.
it's a nice shot. It's a very nice looking shot, I think. So that would be discipline 6, shot 2A. So 7 points.
76%.
Yeah, I'm still trucking around here, and that's like, I must have had a really, really bad night the second day,
Yeah.
which is to be expected, really. I mean, you can't expect to play like this at
I
all
mean,
times.
you had like 50 minutes. I mean, over,
this is
over 60
actually,
minutes. you
yeah,
need-
this is high level
yeah.
of play right there. So, yeah, dead on.
No
First
time
try.
to discuss.
No.
Switching to
This one was interesting.
the one around.
What is it
Yeah.
called? Avoid the what? The noid?
I want the noid. I don't know what's the
I don't know what
noid.
it means either.
Someone can tell us? Us
What
French
does
do
noid
not know
mean?
the noid. What is the noid?
So, for the little story on this one, On my table, I played this. Well, you could play it two ways. You could play it jacked up a little bit when you go more into the center of the ball and you stroke power through and curve it a little more. Or you can play my way, which is more level cube, but just pure power. The problem I had, so this shot worked really well at the beginning, but as soon as the end started to come in, the table being starting to play shorter, and I kept going a little too short on it. Like this was a bad attempt, so there's nothing to be
Yeah, that's why
really
you have
learned.
the 10
Yeah, I
on the
was
short
moving the
side.
ball a little bit, so I was,
Yeah.
in all fairness, this one I should have changed method halfway through, but I just didn't feel like it. See, like this is not a bad
Oh wow.
attempt. Was way short though,
Yeah. Almost 2.5 diamond.
and the problem is, yeah, I don't know why I didn't readjust this one. It's French. I'm not saying it's the easiest shot in the world, but it should have been higher percentage. And yeah, I think part of the issue was see, like this is a good shot. See, and like this on my table would have went in, and
Yeah.
now it's shortened like crazy. I was gonna say part of the issue is I didn't want to go and make extra effort for no reason. So every
Yeah.
time you jack up, you make an extra effort. So in
Okay.
this case, I could stay up and kind of low and not really worry about it.
I
So,
understand. I mean,
so it
you
was
choose your
laziness.
battle at this point when you have 12 hours to go, or in this case, 21
Well,
hours to
I
go.
think the difference would have been, let's say
Just,
I
yeah.
had to break 1,500 shots, I would have probably changed that shot and focused on it.
Yeah.
Instead, I knew the record was already beaten. It was just a matter of staying.
Yeah.
So I didn't really.
But even if they sell 15, if they say 1500, I mean, you're already almost there. Even
Yeah,
by
but I
playing
still
slow,
think
so-
I probably would have been motivated in a different spot.
Yeah.
Like, it was more laziness out of it than anything.
But now that the record is eventually set, all it needs is 1 point more,
True.
right? Okay. It's not like they're gonna say, "Oh, this time we want 1800."
Well, no.
No,
Because whoever else can attempt it at this point.
Okay.
So. This was a little tricky shot, actually.
You had it dialed in at the end, also.
Yeah,
Didn't miss
it's
it.
you just gotta find the right aiming point. Because if
Yeah,
you go
'cause
too thin, I mean too much on the outside, then your ball doesn't get the spin. If you go too full, sometimes you go straight in, or you actually miss the cue on the way back. So this is pretty good. Don't know if it's got enough. Yeah, it does. That was 2C.
Third attempt.
Yep. That was a good shot.
Okay.
I love this
The
shot.
ribbon shot.
Yeah. This is almost too easy, really. Tricky for a non-trick shot guy, but
Yeah.
pretty easy for when you know how to get the ball that are really
So
close.
you would put this at earlier in the discipline.
No, if it's the right,
It's,
the right
it's
spot.
8 point. Yeah.
Yeah, because I always come from the reasoning that, okay, let's say a normal good pool player would attempt this, he wouldn't make this.
Okay.
So it has to be at least an 8-pointers. Because if it's something that a normal pool player could do, I think it's a 6 or 7.
Okay.
But if it's something a non-pool player a pool player gonna have a hard time to do, a good one, this should be, because it's already technical. I made it look easy because I shot those for 10 years now, but it is not
Yeah, it's,
for anybody that just
you play
started.
draw on the right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. Okay, this looks easy. Yeah.
But I guarantee you, if I make you try it, you're
I
gonna
know.
butcher it, and you may actually never find it for a while.
Yeah. Nah,
So-
you have to make the ball also. It's not
Tho-
just shooting it.
Those are called fwet shots, whip shots. The ball is a quarter of an inch away from the cue ball,
Yeah, I don't like those.
so those.
It's really a different
Yeah.
mindset. to
Yes,
shoot them.
correct. Yeah, and
It's
then,
like you're gonna hold your arm and not play them.
yeah, because
through.
if you foul, the ball doesn't do what it's supposed to do anyway,
Yeah.
so it has to do the right thing.
Yeah.
To be fair, I learned those playing three cushion in France. So
Okay.
not three cushion, but artistic
Artistic.
billiard. Yeah,
Yeah, because in
they have
three-cushion,
highly technical shots of those. So
beam too much.
yeah, this one was a little tricky actually. I still made it a bunch of time, but yeah, you gotta get the right point of that rock out there.
Yeah, you hit just inside the angle of the rack, so
Yep.
no more speed. Just kill the cue ball. Now you're gonna try to go a little bit lower on the second rail.
Yeah,
This is
that's
better.
perfect.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful with this one too, because the
second attempt.
Yeah, the angle or the force you coming for the ball in the side is also missable.
This one also, you're killing it.
Yeah, I like this. A lot of people hate this shot,
Yeah.
and I you gotta find the. It's a very awkward shot. You go too full, you go below the ball. You go too thin, you don't have enough side spin. Like this was a little too thin. You go too hard, the ball doesn't have time to take the follow. But you go too soft, the ball goes into the object ball. So it's a very thin line, and I missed it a few times. So it could be one of those. But you need this is one of the shot I like to have different attempts on. I see the second miscue I see right now.
Yeah. Was the table tapped to make setup easier? Damien is asking. Was the table
Oh, this is
tapped? Oh man.
oh wow! So I missed it by being unlucky. Like this is a very
Yeah.
tough one to miss. Well, obviously, the more you make the setup shot, the more they're gonna be kind of wired in. So yeah, pretty much at the end, you're kind of going into grooves. But the beginning, no, not really. I had to find them. So, which is probably why now you can see the setup going faster actually, because at this point they are little divots. Yeah, you really can't do nothing about it. So the problem with the divots, though, is like I said from one of the other shots, is if it's wrong, you're kind of screwed. So I'm not a big fan of tapping the table really hard as much as possible because of that. Because then you're kind of stuck with what you have. So
Yeah, and especially if you are several players. Here you're alone. But if you have several players and everybody tap their shots.
well, then sometimes if you're the last one, you can't even make the shot.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a very gray rule in trick shots really that there's a rule of thumb we call it. It's basically if you tap the ball and you can put your thumb in between the ball and the other ball and you don't get hurt, you're fine. But if it hurts you, then you probably tap it too hard.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
awesome.
If you have a tournament director, sometimes that's what they said.
That's beautiful
Yeah,
shot.
that was a nice one.
This one you made, it's
Several times too, yeah.
yeah, 4A. Yeah, it's a beautiful shot.
So yeah, that's to answer your questions. If you can tap the ball and keep your thumb there and not break your thumb, then you should be okay. But the more old school players, I would say, used to tap those extra hard. And I do remember playing some tournaments where I was playing after Mike or someone like that, and I literally had to roll the balls in, and they just kind of fell into place, and they're good to go.
I mean,
Say like this, you couldn't
if
even.
you open his luggage, he has a hammer, so.
Say like this one, for example, you could try to tap it in for a little bit, and you really can't because then the ball moves and whatever. So now
And then they don't touch each
now I'm
other.
struggling. So this is a mistake I did on this one. I tapped it too hard at the beginning in the first couple of rounds or whatever,
Yeah.
and I was kind of screwed with gaps everywhere and
Yeah,
not
because
straight.
if they are
and-
not completely stuck to one another, it's not going to get in because you need to make all 4 balls here.
Yep. Yeah.
This trick shot.
Yeah,
That's
so-
what's difficult is making the full row of ball. They have to be perfectly in touch.
I see a comment on Facebook. Thanks, team. Appreciate it too. Yeah, it's I try to do as much as possible for the sports. I mean, it does help when I love it. So, wow, look at this shot. Bam.
That's a rocket you're sending. Boom.
Now that's
Wow.
that's an entertaining trick shot. Yeah, obviously I set it up right there. No gaps.
Oh, my favorite shot. You know I love this, right?
This is actually an old shot, right? This is probably one of
Yeah.
the oldest trick shots in the book. I think I may have a book with it in there. Oh, hold on. Keep that string going, my friend. I might have something to show you there.
Yeah, take your time because on the video you're really slow. So anyway. Oh, you have it on a book.
I have a copy of a Joe Hood trick shot book.
Okay. Okay, this is.
It said 50 cents back then, so you can imagine how old that is.
Wow.
Let's see the inside of it.
50 cents. You don't even have a coffee.
It
for
is
50 right
from
now.
1908.
Wow.
Let me see if it's in there. Some little history in there, but you can see the first, few shots that have been played.
That's awesome.
So there's always like a gold mine of stuff in there. I think it's in there. I'm gonna double check, but I'm pretty positive it's in there. So let's see.
Is it your first attempt? Man, you're slow. Or second? I don't know.
It's the first one.
Yeah?
Huh. Look at that.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, I
Okay.
made it too. Look at this shot.
Oh! Huh. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
You got it?
So, yep. Let me see if I can
Oh,
find
next one is the draw. This one is nice. Whip draw.
Man, 1908. Come on, show it to me.
Was it the end of the... No.
Not yet.
No. Okay. 3 shots in this discipline. Oh, you're really struggling right now. I see the way you walk.
Okay, it is not there, but you know, it's what some reason I think it's a very old shot. Am I struggling for what?
Walking.
Oh, for walking.
Oh, yeah. It's like walking.
Shooting doesn't look too struggling.
Oh, tapping.
Yeah, I definitely
Tapping.
tapped that one hard.
Yeah.
Same thing. I had a problem with this ball. It was too close, so I had to. I tried to put it further out, but I don't know if it worked.
Sure.
Obviously, it did work.
Yeah.
That's another rocket there.
Yeah. Oh, this one is cool also.
I
like
love
it.
this shot. Yeah, not sure who invented this one, but that's a clean, nice shot. Lots of power, and
Yeah, you're gonna go behind the ball marked X and move the Q stick to make the B ball. Some time to set it up, especially if you walk like in The Walking Dead.
yeah, well, that is 26 hours in.
Yeah.
26 and a half.
You should send the tape to AMC. Maybe they can recruit you for
The Walking Dead.
playing a walker. Yeah,
That'll be an
the walker pool player. You know, they get into a pool hall. There is dead walker everywhere, and you're there playing a trick shot. It would be fun. Yeah, this one is wow. Looks easy again.
dead money.
Yeah. Okay, this one is the impossible.
But I did find it at the end though.
Yeah, you had it.
I don't remember when I found it, so it could have been about that time that I found it.
I don't think so.
No, it
Maybe
was
you
later,
make it
right?
because you made it earlier anyway. Because you made all the shot by the fourth round, I think.
Yeah, I think I didn't. Yeah, because that was one of the goal I had. I was like 48 hours. There's no way
I think
don't
you
make
made them
one
all
of-
in the 24.
I had to make them all, and I'm 100% positive I did make them all at some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
So that's the good news. Bad news is this shot's pretty tough. Actually, I found a little trick to it.
Okay.
The Dinosphere balls set came with 2 cue balls,
Yeah.
right? And
Which is
after discipline 5 or 6, the cue ball gets pretty dirty. So what I did is I kept a clean cue ball in the set, and I used it from that shot on.
okay.
So I switched cue ball there,
But you
same
keep,
set.
But you keep the balls. So
Yeah,
they're
I
not
kept the object ball.
Yeah.
And you can tell I already found it because now I was too.
Yes.
Oh, I made it. I almost thought I didn't make it. See, so I made it.
Wow,
So
that's
this is the time I found the little trick to it.
okay.
So basically, just by having a cleaner ball,
Switching discipline now.
I was able to make the shot easier. Doesn't make it automatically, don't get me wrong, but it was definitely a good little trick. Now, in tournament, this is not a trick you can do. You got to play with whatever ball they give you. But in this case, they're all in the box, so you know, might as well change cue ball in the middle of the set. So from there, I pretty much, oh my god, I'm looking. I pretty much switched cue ball from the last stroke shot to the last mass A shot, basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is tough to watch.
We have a little bit of echo because we're really close from one another, so that's why.
I may also not talk in the microphone as much as I should be,
Yeah.
which would be my fault.
Did you switch discipline?
Yes, I'm already switched discipline. The only thing I didn't do is put the end time because I don't know the code.
Yeah, show the shot. It's just
You know, I think I missed it once and I can't sleep from it. This could have been it, actually. I hit 3 bad shots on the easy one here. Never mind, I made it here. It was maybe later. So, it's, again, one of the first trick shot you learn. This one I was an idiot. I was a total idiot on this
You
one.
really struggle on this one.
No, I didn't struggle. I was an idiot.
Okay.
So the reason I say that is because this is a shot. You just got to take your time. So you take your time, you make the 3 jumps, and then obviously you're not supposed to miss the other 3 ball. And I was showing off like a yeah. There's nothing else to do. I try to show off by going quicker. And at the end, if you notice, I didn't miss it the same way at all. I actually made it every time, but I may have missed it once because of this exactly going too fast. I don't know if it's the case here, but I know you know, it's just one of those cases when you get Avid Jump Q, the new one, jumps great and helps me to kind of keep the line straight. Here, 1, 2. Ooh, too hard a little bit. This is okay. This is an acceptable miss.
Yeah, I think it might be for mine.
Oh, really?
For the echo. Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, maybe so your microphone is catching mine.
Yeah, I think.
I can try to go a little further on my end, see if that works.
You know, maybe when I speak, it's coming from both because this one is picking up more.
Yep. All right, so take 2 here on the next. It's still, to me, it's still a little too hard for a 6-pointer though. I don't see anybody picking that. Not when you have the next easy one-hand jump shot. So now definitely slow down. Now you can see how my back is hurting. I'm not even going down for the ball. I'm literally standing straight up. Because usually I would go down and actually aim for it, but yeah. No point here. Second attempt.
Okay. So the next one-handed jump.
Yeah, so which is, I think somebody was asking me which one is the easiest. I think that's going to be the easiest. We never really went into which one is the hardest, but I think the hardest is that discipline 1 shot 5B, the pocket stuffer, probably is. Just because you got to make a good setup shot plus a skill shot plus the balls are really small in making them. If not, I think the hardest shot would be the circular follow as far as technique goes. It's just you need a good stroke, you need good aim.
And the output is really small.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It makes it really tough to hit.
yeah. Other than that, you know, all the shots are really doable, but yeah,
First attempt.
I didn't think I would do that. This one sometimes is a little tricky. It's not a hard shot. It's actually very useful in normal pool. I hope you guys are taking notes on that one. Jumping off a ball that's frozen. Could happen in the game. May have used it a couple times. I've used the rail jump a couple times in my life. I've used the one-handed jump a couple times in my life, especially in push-out situation.
Yeah.
You use it too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I've done that in a match in a national tournament in France. Played myself for a push-out. It's a good shot. And then this one too is a very delicate but acceptable shot, especially if you try to get off of a safety or something.
You did it first try?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one would be the jump, the close jump with the 2 balls.
This one I didn't miss. I don't think so.
I missed it once.
Once?
Yeah, because I broke my cue.
Oh, yes.
I actually, the ferrule is broken inside. That reminds me, I should have sent it for repair. I may need this next week. Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to do this after the.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because that cue is actually broken. And until it was broken, I didn't miss it. And then as soon as it broke, I was getting a little issue and only had one of those. So there's not a lot you can do about it.
First try.
Those are very specialized jump cue. It's a very light, very thin cue. And you just can't do it as a normal cue. This one I like also. Old school rail jump. You could also technically play that in a match. Will come a bit less, but very likely possible still. I used to play that much harder than I did in this case. Now I'm playing it kind of nice and easy. Just more skill to it than power. See, this was all too hard, which is what happened.
This wasn't skill.
No, this wasn't my best.
It's not easy.
Less angle now. The problem is sometimes you get the jump, that object ball takes topspin. So this one was actually going for the pocket. The topspin lands, makes the ball turn.
This one's good.
Yeah, this one's good. So that was third attempt here.
Race.
So this is one of my shot. The problem is in this shot, I usually use weight to hold the rack in place or a person. In this case, because it's WPA standard, there's none of that can happen. So it makes it a little tricky.
Because you're supposed to be alone on the table.
Yeah, but the shot wasn't made for that. The shot was made for actually having something holding it in place.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, you gotta be a little lucky. Oh my god, I'm not moving. The Walking Dead. It's actually amazing how I can hit those shots so well. Like if you just look at the shot, you can't tell this is 27 hours later. But if you see me walk around the table, you know something is wrong. Oh, I hit the ball on the way.
Yeah. Shoot your own.
Yeah, this is missable.
Yeah, and here I remember, you're gonna give up.
I couldn't try to get I was trying to get the rock to move. Because if I leave it there, it's not gonna go in. It's too far away from the pocket. So a little nudge would have been nice. I gave up anyway. Look at that. Let's see if it works so I get screwed.
Yeah, good.
Oh yeah, because I aim perfect, so
Aim,
yeah. Don't do that, kids.
Second attempt. This one you missed also quite a lot.
Yeah, well this is not as easy as it
really
looks.
tough because it's a short.
Yeah, because it's a short jump, you have a lot of angle.
You're putting a lot of
So you're
speed,
putting
unwanted
anything that
speed.
you put unwanted speed is gonna make you miss it.
That's
So
what I
you
get.
gotta hit that straight exactly where you're aiming it, and if you put side spin, left or right, your cue ball is lost.
Mhm.
So it's the right shot, you know. Here as an 8-pointer, it's okay, but that's why nobody really picks it in tournaments. Usually, it's too
Yeah.
risky, especially with a little case of nerve. You know, you don't get it. But the jump was going well, so you know sometimes you have a hard time jumping it, but
I'm gonna try something with it. Did I show the... Yeah, show it. So I'm gonna try to cut my mic and just use this one, I guess.
we could try. We might be okay actually here.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see if you guys like it better. Let me know.
Yeah, I'm just keeping the headset because I have the sound from the video in case. Okay.
Yeah, if you straight, you straight. So
Yeah. And this one also you
I don't
didn't
think I ever
miss.
missed it.
No.
No.
This one is a perfect.
Leapfrog, yeah. This one I used the Q-Tech Propel jump cue. So it jumps really good. Sometimes you almost have too much jump, so you got to be careful not to over jump it and get it in the pocket.
Yeah, the Q-Tech jump is awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, we called it the Q-Tech Airlines.
it says perfect. See, like this is just
Yeah, thank you,
clean.
Matt.
And I still do it quick.
Yeah. You can't play it slow. It's in your DNA.
It's amazing. As soon as I get in position, the shot looks normal again. Like I shoot like it looks like I'm shooting
It's
normal.
memory muscle.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, this one is also difficult.
Yeah, it's a good little technical shot. Nothing else to say really. You just gotta find the right line in between too much spin, not enough spin, the right jump. You want to go deep in there, but not too deep. So this is too deep. Yeah. When I mean deep, it means deep by the corner. So now I'm gonna go a little fuller on that object ball. Same speed, same spin. See, there we go. Now this is too far away from the corner. So now I better make it. But this is an adjustment shot. You either get lucky or you really don't. This looks pretty good. Nope. Not enough side spin.
Too long, yeah.
It's close. So this was a very close one, but 3 solid attempts again. Can you be mad at missing it? Not really. If they're shot well, it's okay.
Evil Knievel.
I don't think I missed this one either.
No. I think this one is pretty dead on, so...
Again, using the propel for it. Jumps good. So, you need the distance. You got to be careful on this shot. You land full on the face of it, that object ball is going to jump out of the table. You land too thin on it, the second ball is not going to have enough pace. So it's a good half ball hit.
Yeah.
Very clean, and you can't just bounce over the cue ball. Also got to stay on the table. So you just got to land it that perfect like this.
Boom.
Yeah.
Looks easy.
It looks easy, but trust me, it's a little trickier than
All in
seems.
one. This is
my
your
shot.
shot, yeah?
Yeah. the double jump. So for the story, I did this the first time in on ESPN Trickshot Magic in, man, probably like 2009 or something like that. And the first time everybody thought it was impossible to make. They all thought it was like a 20 out of 10 difficulty level. The difference though is I was allowed, because I diagrammed this shot myself, and on Trickshot Magic you could actually have the cue ball to jump out of the table as long as it was noted in the bottom sections. So this one I was able to play it a lot faster.
Boom. With a stop shot. Okay.
Yeah, well, you gotta get lucky. The problem is sometimes you don't get lucky. You catch a little bit the front of it and your cue ball jumps out.
Yeah. Don't forget the points. Thank you. This one, how do you explain?
Wait a second. 4A. Which one was 4A?
We are at 5A.
Did I miss 4A is wrong, I think. I didn't make 4A.
Let me check that for you.
No, I missed 4A.
4C is your shot. 4B is Evil Cannibal.
Yeah, I missed this one.
4C
Yep.
you missed. Is the
Gave
double.
myself an extra point.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Okay.
5A,
So
the out of the rock
5A
jump.
Here. Okay. Oh, I have time. You Walking Dead. It's good. Oh, you just make it because you're playing something else.
Did
Yeah.
I just make it?
I think. Yeah,
No, I
because
didn't.
Oh,
I
no.
switch
Oh,
rack.
no, you switch rack also.
Yeah.
Oh, you're picky.
Why? Yeah.
No,
yeah,
you're
I am
picky.
picky.
Right, you're picky.
Well, one of the racks a little bigger, so it helps to actually get the ball out of the way. I'm serious.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, it's really
It's
nice,
a little
nice
technical
insight.
thing.
I'm pretty sure all the other trickshot artists are watching right now and listening. Sorry.
Oh, that's what it is. So
Yeah, you're too nice. You like competition. Okay, this one is the one.
No, I missed it.
Oh, didn't do it yet.
yeah,
Sorry.
this is hard. This
Yeah, I know.
this you actually gotta catch. I mean, if you think about it, a normal pool you would have to do make most balls without a jump shot. That's hard to do already. So now with the jump, see, like this one didn't jump the ball out of the rack. Little speed or angle adjustment.
I'm gonna put some times in this.
Let's see if I got it right here. Looks good and unlucky.
It's not there.
Yeah. It was two
Okay.
good attempts, one kind of crappy.
Am I correct? Yeah. Next one is the
5B. This one I
six-ball
didn't
jump
miss
from
either.
the
Never
back.
missed the six pack.
Yeah.
But the only way a pool player can get a six pack, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, this and running six racks in a row is called six packs as well.
Yeah.
So I guess
I
not
think
really.
I could do this one, but I would need more than 3 tries, I guess.
So yeah, this one is just a matter of being not stressed out, really.
Still, you got to.
Yeah, you got to find the right stillness.
Yeah.
I like to do it kind of quick, so I don't think about it. The more you think about it, this one, the more it gets you.
And what about? I mean, on certain shot, if you take too much time, it's
Yep.
even an abuse. So, is there like a kind of timing or
No,
something
not
for
that
the
I know
shot?
of. We
They
don't
never
have a
talked
time
about
clock.
it. Yeah, because for certain shot, it could
Well,
be
some
advisable. I
some
mean,
people are pretty slow setting up shots, so that's kind of tricky sometimes. But yeah,
yeah.
looks like I bugged in. What am I doing?
Oh,
Did the video
it's
that
the
just-
end. We finished the video. Yeah, the end is the. Then we are.
Are we still live or?
Yes, we're still live.
Okay.
Yes, okay. So it's the end of the missing section. So actually, yeah.
Okay, so the missing section didn't end on the break.
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
Well, guys, so we're gonna
The rest is already on YouTube.
yeah,
for
so we're gonna
21,
re-add the next section,
Okay.
and then well, see
Yeah.
you tomorrow most likely for the 1 hour insight thing.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thanks very much for watching, guys.
Okay. See you.